Hey everybody, and welcome back to Hardcore Minecraft. Last episode we built a creeper farm you see behind me and the hot air balloon AFK spot up there. And as you can tell, it's rather plain at the moment. I'm not a big fan of the flat white look, so today I think we're going to set up a little wool farm and we can bring some color into this world. But before I do that, I want to spend a little time decorating spawn and planning out a future build site. Starting off with some light terraforming and extending our path a little bit. Just trying to make our path feel natural while also leaving plenty of room for builds later on. This is one of the future build sites. I'm not quite sure what to put there yet, but I decided to give it a little pond anyway since there was already kind of a hole over here. The main area I want to decorate is right here in front of the starter house, where I'm going to put a few flower beds, stepping up each layer until we reach the house itself. I also added this little gazebo outside the library and went ahead and mapped out the pathway to the site of today's build. I found somebody that's just as excited about the flower beds as I am. I didn't get the chance to introduce this guy, but I'm sure you've seen him in the time lapse, but I found a horse, and I slapped some diamond armor on him, and we can get around pretty quickly now. And after building the gazebo here and a little path up to where I'm going to make the sheep farm, let me just show you I've already got some of it set up. So there's 16 colors that you can get, and this is what one slice is going to end up looking like, except that will be a grass block. The sheep will sit on top of there, I'll have glass so he'll be trapped in that one block. The hay bale's just for decoration, some shears in there, and every time he eats the grass that will activate this. With a piece of redstone on the back will activate the dispenser, which will shear the sheep, and then it'll be collected and put in this chest. And I'm going to do that 16 times. And then I'm going to build probably a really nice barn, and off the side of the barn I need a name for that horse, but I'm going to make a little spot for the horses. And we'll build a little bit up here. Just expanding spawn a little bit, really. But before I do that, I need to go get some more materials. Mostly sand for glass. I'm also just going to use it as an excuse to take a break and go exploring, so there's that. Something else I forgot to show off in the last episode is I did get all netherite tools. The only thing I'm missing is a silk touch axe, which I actually need for bee stuff, so I'm working on upgrading the sword a little bit, but we got efficiency 5 on all our tools. We've got unbreaking on all our tools, and we've got a fortune in silk of everything except my axe. So we're going to work on that later anyway. For now, let's do some exploring. I know pink sheep are rare in the wild, but is this guy rare? I feel like this guy's pretty rare. So I explored for a bit, but never found anything too exciting. Eventually I stumbled upon a beach and decided to load up my sand supply, and at the last minute I decided to take the boat out for one last chance to hopefully find something cool. And the very next island I came across was definitely something cool. I was just thinking of using brown mushroom blocks the other day. Brown mushroom blocks, you know what I mean. Man, that's nice. We got a pretty lucky seed. If I can get to this quickly by hand, or by foot, by hand. If I can get this quickly by foot, when we get our wings, this is going to be so much easier. Mega Base Island? I could transform an entire mushroom island. Even one as massive as this. That sounds like a pretty good hardcore challenge. Never mind. I might not be able to transform this one. This thing goes on forever. This thing's crazy. This is a huge mushroom biome. There's plenty of space for a mega project one day. the island is full of mushroom cows, but the best part has got to be the ocean monument in the coral reef just offshore. Yeah, 1.18's land generation's fine. This is normal. I'm gonna pick up a few cacti while we're out here, that way we can farm it when we get back home. After all, I am gonna need plenty of green dye for the wool farm. After a short hike, I saw a desert village, and sticking out behind it was a mesa biome, exactly what I was hoping to find. And now I'm gonna mine up a whole lot of terracotta. I also found a pillager outpost and decided to set a few golems free. I definitely want to come back here someday and transform this desert temple because it's in a really nice spot. And I can't wait to start a few mega projects and to really conquer everything this world has to offer. Well, I'm on my way home, but I think I'm going to make a quick pit stop instead. I was originally trying to find the first lush cave I found in episode 1 or 2, but instead I found a much cooler one. Look how big this thing is. We've got water everywhere. We've got these tall pillars. Big, it's open, it's got a mine shaft, it's got a ruined portal, and I have not checked the chest yet, so let's go do that. Ah man, that would have been cool if we got another enchanted golden apple. The cutest predator. We got one and immediately threw the entire bucket away. What? Axolotl. Not the color I wanted, but it'll be okay. Hey, that's the axolotl we want. Sorry, buddy. I don't mean to waste your time, but we want yellow. Alright, well as you can see I made it back home, and now I'm going to go ahead and start the sheep farm. And I'm mostly prepared. I've got all the colors of dye right here. And I've got everything I'm going to need to build the farm right here. The only thing I got to do is get some wheat and put some sheep in here and start breeding them up and putting the babies in the pods. So I'm going to go ahead and knock this out real quick and enjoy the time lapse. I also did a little bit of off-camera building, just giving myself the opportunity to experiment and try a few new things without having to make a choppy time-lapse or fill my episode full of time-lapses. I know that gets kind of tiring after a little while. But anyway, don't worry about it because I'm going to give you a full tour of the place right now, so let's get into it. Starting with the sheep farm, or the wool farm, whatever you want to call it. It's a wool farm. The idea is, you need a banner, so you come this way, you grab your wool for your banner, you grab your color dye for your banner, and then you head out here to the shepherd's farm, which is the main thing that I built off camera. Shepherd's farm. Shepherd's house. I really wanted to try something with this curve. I wanted to try a new roof style, and I brought back the banner windows. I love the banner windows. They look really good. Adds a little more detail. These are the original sheep that I was using to breed all these colors. That's how we got all those colors. Because we got colorful sheep. The Jeb sheep. Anyway, this half of the build is going to have villagers to trade with, just a couple for some extra emeralds. And this half of the build is going to have a little spot for me to make banners and hold the banner patterns and all the banners you get from pillagers and the end and, you know, everywhere you get banners from. I want to collect them in here just to have them. I might use them in decoration, I might not. You never know. I just like to keep them. This is like the outside of the village. This is like the back entrance. I had the Jeb sheep in here, but they were too far away, so I brought them inside. Probably going to build something else there. I'm not sure yet. There's also this little upstairs up here. Just in case I ever need to AFK for a certain color, I can just come up here, AFK for a while, and hope that the rates are good. There's 2 sheep in every pod, so there's 2 sheep of every color. So technically, if I wanted to, I could jump up there and breed 2 sheep and have 3 of every color. I could keep it going until entity cramming starts taking out sheep, because I don't want that. And if I ever need to get back there to refill the shears, because I only put like 3 shears in each one, yeah, I can just climb the ladders on the side and we'll be good to go. I'm currently on day 590, so we're right there at 600 days, and I've made a decision that I kind of made a long time ago and just never talked about, but I'm going to mention it now. I'm not going to fight the dragon until day 1000. That's right, we're going to join the hardcore No Wings Club, and we're going to run on these 2 feet for 1,000 days before we ever even think about flying. But in order to prepare for the dragon fight, because I want to be ready on day 1000 in order to actually get my wings, I've made this little Dragon Fight No Wings Club Dragon Fight prep box. And so far, there's not a lot in it. Just some food, some scaffolding, a couple potions, and the spyglass so we can get I Spy without going back and forth a million times. But anyway, I'm going to fill that box. I'm really just using it as a checklist for now to keep track of what all I need and what all I don't need in order to fight the dragon on day 1000. But that's all I have time for today, ladies and gentlemen. I want to thank you so much for watching, and until next time, have a good night.